Hello everyone, this is Bad Weather Freak here again with another video, another 2020 hurricane season update. It has been a while since I haven't posted a video, and the reason is because not much has been happening in the tropics of any concern. The National Hurricane Center highlighted a couple of spots in the northern Atlantic. Basically, they were not going to affect any land. Now we have recently downgraded Tropical Depression Gamma, and it was a tropical storm. Now we also have a newer tropical storm, which is Tropical Storm Delta. Now Delta is strengthening rapidly and is supposed to be a hurricane soon. It has actually winds of 70 miles an hour. And the National Hurricane Center is calling for rapid intensification. Now, this tropical storm is expected to make landfall at least as a Category 2 in the Louisiana area. It seems like it's heading further west, but then kind of like in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, making a kind of a bit of a not a sharp turn, but quite sharp turn. And so that's what basically will take it to the Louisiana area. Now it's expected that for the next few days, really intensifying to major hurricane status. Now, is it going to maintain that intensity until it makes landfall in Louisiana? It's hard to tell. I think it may, because the fact that the initial forecast, the intensity forecast, was based on if Tropical Storm Delta would have made landfall in the western tip of Cuba. Now the track has been shifting further west. I'm sorry. In other words, missing the west, the western part of Cuba, meaning that it could intensify even further. That's why now the forecast calls for major hurricane in the middle of the Gulf. Now, it seems like after it reached that status, it's actually expected to weaken a little bit into potentially Category 2 by the time it makes landfall around the Louisiana area. So again, we have seen it through this season where the forecast models have been very unreliable this year. Let me just put it out there. Very unreliable due to the fact that not enough data is coming in. I mean, the hurricane hunters have been flying consistently into these storms, but they also rely on a lot of the information of cruise ships, private boats, commercial airlines, to rely on the atmosphere and rely information that is very important for the computer models to feed on and come up with an accurate forecast. So because of those reasons, there's not a lot of traveling due to COVID-19. Well, that's one of the reasons why we haven't had success this year with the forecast models. And a lot of things have been, a lot of these models have been changing dramatically. So we have to keep an eye on the forecast, and don't really look at the forecast models and just be compliant or comfortable with that, because it can change, and it is going to change. The fact that we're in October, and October is definitely probably the warmest temperatures as far as the Gulf of Mexico, and the majority of the storms that come through October, it usually curve out towards Florida. So the fact that this storm is actually moving more west and into potentially Louisiana or even Texas, I wouldn't doubt it. It's basically an odd situation. Throughout the whole season, it seems like Florida has been spared. The Florida Peninsula has been spared, with high pressures being just sitting on top of the state and protecting us from storms in general. It seems like the Panhandle and further west, it has not been the case. So Delta seems like is another issue that anywhere from the Florida Panhandle all the way to, I would say, Texas. All of you guys need to be paying attention to this. It is late in the month. It's late in the season, I'm sorry. And October, if you look at history, October has been known for producing some major hurricanes, some really bad hurricanes, and storms in general. So that's something that if you live anywhere, like I said, from the Florida Panhandle, all the way to Texas, you guys need to be paying attention. But that's all the update I have for you guys regarding soon-to-be Hurricane Delta. So I would probably be saying that by 8 p.m., Delta most likely will be a hurricane, and a major hurricane within the next day or two. So that's the threat that we have. Stay safe. I'll keep you guys updated. And other than that, have a good day.